Nordics are one of the best hamstring exercises you can be doing in our opinion. Great to be added into a gym program, however the only issue is it's commonly shown done with a friend holding onto the heels. Nice and easy. But what if you're on your own and wanted to do this? Well, don't you worry, we have you covered with 5 different ways to do just that in this video. And also ways to make the exercise easier if you're struggling to do this and wanting to build it up. Exercise 1 is with a dedicated machine. Now this might not be an option for everyone as you might not have this machine, but we'll get into all the others which are on much more common equipment in a second. If you do have a machine, then great. The point is to get the most out of a Nordic, which is going to apply to all of these options, is you're going to want to keep your hips as far forward as you can, as it will get the best hamstring recruitment doing that. Then lower really slowly, as slow as you can. When getting to the point where you can't hold anymore, drop down and push yourself back up. You can make it easier by pushing harder, so you rise easier. But even better is to just push yourself enough to get to the point where you can finish it using your hamstrings. You can make this easier by wrapping bands around the back onto your shoulders, so as you lower, the more tension there is in the band and the more it helps, which will be exactly at the point you need it most at the bottom. If a strong enough band, you could even do it without any push-up. Then you can change that to a single band to make it harder, or use different strength bands. And you can do this with any of the examples we're going to show, but we'll show different ways to make it easier. That again will apply to all of these. Exercise 2 is with a barbell. You have to do this in a specific way to get it to work. You want to load up a barbell, get a pad for your knees to lean on, and then a pad for the bar where your ankle will be contacting. If you go too light with this, it won't work and will roll forward. You need to load the weight up and then use smaller plates to wedge in front of it to keep it still. It's then the same setup to perform the Nordic curl with the same technique pointers. You can make this easier by reducing the range, so use a bench or something in front of you to push from. Or you can actually make this harder by going to the bench, just touching, then using full hamstring to bring you back up. Try that and you'll definitely feel it. Probably more than going all the way to the floor and pushing up. Exercise 3 is on a lat pull down. An easy setup with this, you're literally facing the opposite way and tucking your feet under the leg pad. Get it to the desired height and then put a bench in front of you so you have something to land on and push back up from. You can make this easier by putting a bench on an incline so you don't have to go as far, or the same as the last one, not pushing at all with the hands and using all the hamstring to make it harder. Exercise 4 is on a leg extension. Now this will depend on the leg extension you have, which will depend how you set this up. Normally the pad for the legs will be higher, so you'll need a little raise off the floor. You can do this with blocks or plates if you need to, and then a pad for your knees to find the right height. Tuck your feet under the leg pad, load up the weight to the max so it doesn't move, and you're good to go and get some Nordics in. Exercise 5 is anything you can find. This will be different for every gym, but any solid structure or machine you can find that you can tuck your knees under will work for this. We have got it on a tricep dip machine here, but again, it depends if you have that. So have an explore and see what can work for you. Otherwise, you should have access to at least one of these options in the gym. Have a go at them and let us know which is your favourite way. If you're wanting to know the best place to be putting this into a gym program and how to structure it, then we have it all in our HLA gym programs. The link is in the description. If you're struggling with hamstring pain and struggling to even do a Nordic, then check out this video here, where we go through a lot of different hamstring exercises you could be adding in to build you back to being able to get the Nordics in.